Hey guys, Alex here. Today we're going to do another video, and this video is on Study.com. And we're going to talk about a couple different courses today, but particularly one course, which is called Financial Management at Study.com. And this course gets rid of Finance Skills for Managers at WGU, which is a really hard course, and I highly recommend not doing that course on WGU. That course, a lot of people in the Facebook group say they struggle with it. They wish they would have taken it off platform, such as Study.com, and they wish they would have just got it out of the way. So it is a very difficult course at WGU in the business degrees. So for those of you watching the video today, this is more of a video geared towards the WGU business degrees and the TESU business degrees and the TESU computer information systems degree as well. So this course is basically required in all of those degrees, and this course would transfer in as Principles of Finance on WGU, Principles of Finance on TESU, and then on WGU this course is Finance Skills for Managers D076, and this is the course I would definitely avoid taking on WGU. What I like doing with a lot of these ACE credits is getting rid of the tough courses on WGU that make people switch programs. They make people really stressed out. And this is why I really think ACE credits is a great thing where you can get the harder courses out of the way. This class is actually pretty easy on Study.com. It was one of the easier ones I did do. I did personally take this course on Study.com, even though it was probably 2.5 years ago. But I did take this course. I think it's about 105 quizzes, but I think I completed this course in about 4 days. So it's very fast. If you spend the time, if you put in the effort, you spend the time, you'll be able to get this done definitely 5 days or less. Just aim for basically 20 to 25 quizzes a day, which is entirely doable. They're just 5-question quizzes. You just read the material real fast and you get it done. The final is not very hard on this one at all. I don't remember exactly what I passed this class with, but I think it was a high 80s. But with enough studying, you guys, like I said, you should be able to get this course done in definitely under a week, and you get rid of one of the hardest courses at WGU. So if you're doing one of the WGU business degrees, I highly recommend getting this course out of the way. So I am going to go to Study.com and show you this course. Now, I don't have a premium version of Study.com, but I will show you what I can with the free version. And this is the same thing I kind of did in the discrete math Study.com video. So it'll be very similar to that video where I show you how the course works, how the Study.com course model is, the videos that they show, the animated videos, their quiz model, etc. I will walk you through it all, and I'll explain their grading system as well. So let's get into the course right now. All right, guys, we are in the course here, Financial Management. This is Finance 104. So I'm going to show you exactly how Study.com's grading model works here. So it's 105 quizzes, and that might sound like a lot, but it's really not. They're 5-question quizzes. The reading passages are not that long. You can easily do 15 quizzes in a day if you have the time. And if you have a lot of time, you can do 40 to 50 in a day. It just depends what your time management is. You can definitely complete a Study.com course, especially a 100-level Study.com course, because it has no writing, in a matter of a couple days, if you really have all day to work on it. So we're going to go over the syllabus here, which shows you how this is graded. So the quizzes are worth 100 points and the proctored final is worth 200 points. So in theory, if you get 100% on every single quiz, you get 100% on all 105 quizzes. Then you only need 55% on the proctored final, which is not that much. You should be able to get 55% on almost any test with enough studying. 55% is not a difficult score to get in any subject. So you should be able to get that with enough studying and fairly quickly. So you might think getting 100% on all the quizzes is hard, but it's really not, because you get 3 tries. And by the 3rd try, you should definitely be able to get it 100%. Like I said, these are open book quizzes, and they're all from the reading passage or video. So you only need one or the other. The reading, as always, the reading is going to be much more informative than the video, and I feel like that's common with every course. I feel like the video just goes over a brief summary of what the reading is. So the videos are fun, and some people learn a little better from videos, but the reading will always contain the bulk of the material, and that's true for basically any course. Like I said, I personally learn better from reading, and I did watch, in this one, I think I watched maybe 40% of the videos, but for the most part, I just read, and then I took the quizzes, and like I said, I made sure I got 100% on all the quizzes, so by the time I got to the final, I only needed 55% because I got 100% on all the quizzes. So how it works is if you get 99% total on all the quizzes, like all the quizzes combined, then you would need a 56% on the final. Or if you get 98% on all the quizzes, then you need a 57% on the final. So as you see, every percentage point is very important, and it's very important to get 99 to 100% on the quizzes. You start backing yourself in a hole if you get 95, 96, 97%, because then you need 60 plus percent to possibly pass the course on the final. And, it gets harder and harder. So like I said, I would recommend making sure that you take those quizzes, you take them slowly, you don't guess on any of them. That's my advice to you, is don't guess on any of the quizzes. Make sure you know the answer, at least on the second try. You get 3 tries. If you want to kind of wing it on the first try, that's fine. You have 2 more tries. But on the second and third try, make sure you know the answer before actually submitting it. That is my advice to you. So you have chapter 1, a lot of good lessons here. I like finance classes. Like I said, finance is one of those degrees I would do if I just had a lot of time on my hands and they were free, right? I'm not going to pay for another bachelor's in all likelihood, but if this degree was free, it definitely would be a degree I would be interested in learning. So I love finance. I love finance degrees, and just anything to do with learning more about how finance operates. Now, we can watch a little bit of this video. I don't know if the audio is actually going to play. I will hear it, but you might not hear it in the video. But basically, these videos are pretty fun, and I'm a big fan of them. I'm a big fan of animated style video learning. It's one of the reasons I really like Studydotcom is, these videos are really fun. They're really engaging. They keep you interested, and I'm really a big fan of this learning style. It cost a pretty penny. I don't know how much they pay for it, but I know to develop this learning style, like animation, costs a lot. So it's something they invested heavily in, and they did this for you so you can learn a little better. So let's watch the video. Like I said, I don't know if the audio is going to play for you. So financial radio calculation and analysis.
He's a business owner. He owns the local burger place. He makes the best cheeseburgers and fries you have ever known. I mean, his stuff is so good that he has a line out the door no matter what time it is. Joe, though, being the businessman that he is, not only does the food well, he also takes care of his finances well. Because he's in business, he also understands how important math skills are. He even took a refresher math course just so he could keep his finances in good order. See, what Joe does with his finances is he calculates his...
Okay, so you kind of get the gist there. I don't know if you heard the audio, but like I said, they have a narration going over the animation, and they have these characters. And the videos are always pretty interesting to me. Some are better than others. None of them are going to be this insane story, but they're fun and engaging. And these videos are usually anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes long. So they're very fun. If this is kind of like your right up your alley learning style, Studydotcom will be perfect for you. I prefer to read. The thing is, the free version of the Studydotcom doesn't have the reading, which makes sense. I would basically be showing the lesson for free. So, and this is on a free account. So if you can read the lesson for free, then, why would they put that on there? But the video, you can watch the first minute of and kind of get a feel, like a free trial. You can watch the first minute of every lesson, watch the video. But if you want to read the full lesson, if you want the reading part, you would have to become a premium member for that. But the reading lesson is very detailed. You're going to learn everything you need to know. And you can read it pretty fast too. Like you can read every lesson, I'd say like 8 minutes if you're a pretty decent reader. So I basically read every lesson. Some of them I kind of skimmed, but for the most part, I read every single lesson, took every quiz, and I did pass this class. Like I said, I think it was 4 days, but it's been a long time. So it's a fun class in my opinion. I am going to go over a bonus class today in the same video. So you have your financial management class here, which is a very important course if you're doing a TESU business degree, TESU computer information systems, or a WGU business degree, because this will transfer in as a pretty tough course. Like I said, principles of finance on TESU, and it will transfer in as D076 Finance Skills for Managers on WGU. And if you go to the Facebook groups or Reddit, a lot of people find that course so tough. That's why I highly recommend transferring this in. So don't pull your hair out at WGU. Just get it done on Ace Credit platform. This class is pretty easy, pretty simple. It's also fun. So let's get into another course I would transfer into the business degree. And that course is another one that people really have a tough time on WGU. Okay, guys, we're in the other course that I recommend transferring in to the WGU business degrees and also the TESU business degrees as well, and TESU computer information system degree too. So once again, this class applies to all of them. It would satisfy the TESU international business section, and it would satisfy WGU's global business course, which is yet another course. Once again, if you go on the WGU Facebook groups, if you go on Reddit, a lot of people always say this was one of the tougher courses that they took in the WGU business degrees. You know, it's one of those really hair puller type of classes that really made them reevaluate and rethink if they want to do the degree. So like, once again, I highly recommend doing it on an Ace Credit platform so you don't have that headache at the school. So your experience at the school is not negatively impacted and you don't get stuck on one class for like a month. So the whole point, I mean, some people take WGU at a normal college pace, but a lot of us want to accelerate, right? That's why you watch this video, probably why you found my channel, is you want to accelerate college. You want to get done fast, or you want to get done cheap, or both. And how you can get done fast is getting the hard classes out of the way, so by the time you go to your WGU degree program, there are no courses that'll take like 3 weeks. They're all going to be courses you can do in 2 or less weeks, and you only have like 30 to 45 credits left to actually do. And that way you can speed run your degree in 6 months like I advertise. So international business, this is one of the first 2 courses I think I ever took on Study.com. My experience was very, very good. This class was, I would say, easy, but not super easy. Like difficulty for me would probably be like a 2 out of 5 on this one. Maybe a 2.3 out of 5 if you want to get technical. It's a pretty simple and easy course. I didn't really have much trouble with it. It does have a lot of lessons, so 123 lessons, which means it has 123 quizzes. So one of the cool things though about Study.com, if you didn't know this, if you take like a lot of the business courses or like a lot of the computer science courses, like you take a lot of the courses in the same major, if there are similar lessons, and then you'll get credit for the lessons in other classes. For example, if there was a finance lesson that is the same exact finance lesson in Financial Management 104, you'll get credit in this lesson. So sometimes the lessons are the same and they overlap, and you get credit for it in other classes. Sometimes as much as 30% of a whole course will already be complete because you completed a bunch of these other lessons that were already in other classes. So that's the really cool thing about Study.com that I like a lot. And another thing is the take practice test. I actually forgot about this. It's very useful. I didn't use this for every course, but I did use it for probably at least half of them, especially math courses. So, you know, like if you're taking discrete math or even data structures, I would definitely take the practice test and make sure you know your stuff. I think I took it for over half the courses for sure, and it was useful. It did benefit me quite a bit because it kind of does give you like a feel of what's going to be on the final test. So the practice tests are very good, and I think there might be 5 different ones if I remember correctly. Now we'll get into the lessons here. You got globalization, 4 forms of capital and globalization. And then you got all your chapters here. They have a lot of chapters in this one. Key factors in international trade, exchange rates, all of this. So, this was not a class I really found fun. International business, it's a bit of a dry topic for me. Some people might find it fascinating. I found it okay. It was, I wouldn't say it was boring, but it's just not kind of up my alley. It's not really my cup of tea for a class. Now I love business 100%, but when it comes to learning about international business, I just did not really have the motive to really get excited about it. So I did find it kind of dry, but that's more on me than Studydotcom. So one of you might actually find it really fun and really fascinating if you love international business, if you love learning about international business. But for the most part, I would feel most of you are just going to feel the same way I do. This is just like a class you need to complete your degree. It's one of the harder courses on WGU, so you want to do it on Study.com. You try to get it done as fast as possible because you're not quite interested in the topic. That's what I would expect. And this is a course that I think I did this one in 3 days. So this one has even more lessons than the last one, and I did it like a day sooner. I kind of just speed ran this one. I think I skimmed some of the lessons, and I just powered through it as fast as I could. This was one of the ones where I think I got to like chapter 9 or 10 on like my 3rd day, and then I'm just like, you know what? I just really want to be over. I just want to be done with this class, and I spent the whole rest of the day just getting it done. It sucked spending that many hours on it, but like I said, I just wanted to get it done. So when I set a limit for myself, like, hey, I'm going to complete this in 4 days, and if it's like the final day and I haven't completed it, I am going to complete it. I've made this deadline for myself. I'm going to do it. I don't care if I have to sit here all day long and get it done and not do anything else. So that's kind of my mindset. And I would set deadlines for yourself to make sure you complete it the day you want to complete it or sooner. Now, I know some of you have priorities like kids and a full-time job and things like that, but just do what you can do and make a reasonable deadline. Like if you have kids and a full-time job, you don't have to make a 4-day deadline. You can push it back to, 8-9 days or whatever you want to do, but just try to make a hard deadline for yourself. Like, hey, I'm going to complete it by this day no matter what. And when you make deadlines for yourself, sometimes it helps you actually achieve your goal. So once again, this class will help you a lot. It gets rid of a very tough WGU course. So anyways, guys, that'll be the video for today. I appreciate you watching. I will have more content on WGU, more content on other schools, more content on Study.com, and a lot of other good stuff coming to this channel, including the launch of one of my other websites coming pretty soon as well. So you all know that I have MajorMash.com, which focuses on how to transfer ACE credits to college degrees and graduating faster and cheaper. And I will have an engineering type website coming out soon too. So anyone that watches my videos that is in a tech degree or recently graduated a tech degree, I think you will find that website very intriguing. So I appreciate you guys' time. If I helped you in any possible way, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. When you like the video, when you subscribe, it pushes the video out to more people. That is how the YouTube algorithm works. So if you like, if you comment, if you subscribe, it tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, let's push this video to even more people. So I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can, and I'm trying to help as much people as I possibly can. Thank you guys so much. I will see you soon.